The rain pounded relentlessly on the windshield as I drove alone through the desolate countryside. It was well past midnight, and the darkness outside was impenetrable. The only source of light was the feeble glow of my car's headlights cutting through the thick veil of night. I was tired and eager to reach my destination, but when I saw a figure on the side of the road, my conscience got the better of me. It was a hitchhiker, drenched from head to toe, and holding a tattered cardboard sign that read, "Anywhere will do." Against my better judgment, I pulled over. The stranger's appearance gave me pause. He was wearing a tattered old coat that seemed to cling to him like a shroud. As he approached, a chill crept up my spine, and I hesitated for a moment, but I unlocked the passenger door and motioned for him to get in. "Thanks for stopping," he said, in a voice that sent shivers down my spine. It was low and gravelly, like a whisper from the depths of the grave. "No problem," I managed to reply, trying to sound casual. "Where are you heading?" "Anywhere is fine," he replied cryptically, a faint smile playing on his lips. As we continued down the dark and winding road, an eerie silence enveloped us. My unease grew with each passing mile, and I began to regret my decision. The hitchhiker sat silently, staring out into the darkness, his eyes gleaming like two haunting embers. The rain started to ease, but the atmosphere in the car grew increasingly tense. I tried to make small talk to break the silence, but his responses were vague, as if he didn't want to reveal anything about himself. "Are you from around here?" I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. He turned to me, and for a moment it felt as if his eyes were piercing through my soul. "I'm from nowhere and everywhere," he replied, a sinister grin stretching across his face. My heart began to race, and I found myself yearning for the comfort of other passing vehicles. But the road remained eerily empty, as if the world had faded away, leaving only me and this enigmatic hitchhiker in a nightmare of isolation. As we approached a deserted crossroad, the hitchhiker suddenly spoke again. "Turn left here," he said, his voice more commanding now. I hesitated, glancing at the road ahead. Turning left would lead us deeper into the heart of nowhere. I was torn between my instincts, screaming at me to escape this sinister situation, and an inexplicable compulsion to obey the stranger's command. My hand trembled as I turned the wheel left, and a shiver ran down my spine as I felt an invisible weight in the car. The atmosphere grew colder, and the air seemed to thicken with an unsettling presence. "Stop here," the hitchhiker ordered, and I complied, my body now acting on autopilot. He got out of the car without a word, leaving me alone in the eerie darkness. Panic clawed at my chest as I tried to rationalize what was happening. Before I could gather my wits, he appeared at my window, his face now inches from mine. His eyes were cold, void of any humanity, and a chill ran down my spine. "You shouldn't have come this way," he said, his voice resonating like a haunting melody. "Now you're stuck." I tried to speak, but my voice caught in my throat, and fear paralyzed me. I fumbled for the car keys, desperate to escape, but they were no longer in the ignition. The hitchhiker had taken them. In a desperate attempt to break free, I kicked open the car door and ran into the darkness. Panic consumed me, and I could hear his laughter echoing through the night, each step he took growing louder and closer. As I stumbled through the darkness, I prayed for a sign of civilization or another passing car, but the world remained silent. I couldn't escape him. He was everywhere and nowhere all at once. To this day, I can't forget that nightmarish encounter. Some say I hallucinated the entire ordeal, but deep down, I know it was real. The hitchhiker left an indelible mark on my soul, a haunting reminder that in the dead of night, there are things that lurk in the shadows, waiting for unsuspecting souls to cross their path. And once you encounter the darkness, you can never truly escape its clutches.